figured I have to kill some time before a date, so let's play Danganronpa. That's the perfect way to start off a day, huh? We should be going to trial now. Yes. Why is there a mouse on the screen? Alright. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! Straight in, straight in.
I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Dude, you just... So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? It's in the frame. You can see it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll figure it out. It was right there. The one who murdered Sayaka isn't really one of us. Yep, and I see him right now.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Got it!
Relax! I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet! Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. I don't necessarily blame them for thinking that. It's just like... I don't know. Maybe it's like the little detective in me. I would almost be the opposite. I'd be like, it's almost too easy that it's him. I'm always thinking that. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Can we just go? I don't want to talk to everybody. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed. Good idea. Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Yeah, and then I'll end up killing everybody. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when this time finally comes.
Rather than that, is it more than like...
What? Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his punishment? That's what it says. I'm not doing it in her voice. We're just gonna go with it. I can't be bothered. Oblivious to the shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Bowels? Why do we have to call it that? You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yoo-hoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. Okay, we get it, man. A deadly class trial. Yes. I suppose. Sorry, I was getting into it. What am I looking at? I'll know as it comes. I'll be fine. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Sorry, I'm very talented at choking on nothing.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, that's not how that's gonna happen, man.
Don't be a damn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Exactly.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I thought it was kind of obvious. They're dead. They can't be here, so there's a picture in their place with an X over their face, just to remind you they're not alive anymore.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Or it's just a reminder that they're dead.
Friendship penetrates?
Don't get Hifumi started.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh, I forgot she kind of has like a... like an accent a little bit.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be 16 students, isn't there?
Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
I forgot about that.
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Exactly. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I think... Actually, yeah, just a refresher. As things progress during the class trial, you engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak up one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the Y button. Pay close attention to each other's statements and use your truth bullets to blast through the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press start during these arguments, you can review the controls. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Correct.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Yep.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yes, she did.
No, that's wrong.
You're wrong. Oh, you guys aren't gonna be ready. As soon as I get done with the
Just a
Danganronpa
second,
series,
Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
what I was gonna say is after I finish the Danganronpa series, we're gonna go to Phoenix. What is it? Phoenix, right?
with the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yeah.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Nope.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Yeah.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
So what's next?
You're just making a debate. It's okay. That's what this is for.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It's been a real trial the moment we walked in, Hifumi. Get with the program. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The knife in her gut? Or at least that was the finishing blow. The kitchen knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Wonder what that could be.
That is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that?
What?
Son of a...
Was that wrong? The object that was thrust into Sayaka's stomach, it was most certainly the knife that disappeared from a certain location.
So what was used to kill her?
Oh, okay.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Yep.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, it's wrong.
I knew I had it, I just didn't do it in time, I guess.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yes.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
My voice was not off. Like, do you hear how much you have to strain to talk like Sakura?
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You could sorta.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, they didn't even push it like all the way in. There's still like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like that back edge where like the chopping is most effective when you're cutting things. That's like the worst part of the, well, the pointer obviously, but then like, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Going f***ing on and on about a knife.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Bold. Bold, Leon.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Exactly.
You really believe that?
Yeah. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn. Nah. That's fine. I got it. Aoi's account. Oh, it's right. Because she didn't see me.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Correct.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Nope.
He did it in secret. Nobody...
Aoi!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
I already had it! No, I'm kidding.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead.
Cause I'm not.
You want?
Cause I'm f***ing not. Why would I just go, yeah, it's me. We're all f***ed. I'm literally trying to save everyone's lives here.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear,
Wait, think about that!
The knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
What would the point in that even be, Toko? All of our lives at stake if I f up. So even if she protected me, she would know that she's going to die. So, try again.
Idiot swimmer girl?
You're not. Don't worry about it. She thinks everyone's a.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
And it's yeah.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Interesting.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
So there would be no point.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Yeah.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Oops.
For once.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Chihiro, you're so sweet and small and... That's what we're trying to figure out!
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
That did put her in the spotlight, I just realized.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
We know.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Well, she said that the knife was well, okay. I guess there's no one else to be able to attest to her being able to say the knife went missing, because then they couldn't prove that. Wait, no. Didn't she get tea for somebody?
I can.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
See, I may be slow, but I remember things sometimes.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
She's a woman.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Dude, Monokuma just said there's no accomplices, so no.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, because they were inside the dorm. If they were outside the dorm, it counts as sleeping in class.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
No.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Sakura's a woman!
I'm a girl.
She's a woman.
You are?
Or,
I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say, I think a girl, because she's a high school student, right?
If it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Because they didn't think of it.
Because they're not here anymore.
Oh, Junko. Who are you talking
Sayaka.
about? Oh!
She's the one who came to the dining hall.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka. Oh, right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Yeah.
That's the only possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Then why would she have left the room, Makoto? She had the sword. It's not much defense, but it is something.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
No?
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Shut the
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
How about we stop jumping to conclusions every time someone points the finger back at me?
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Alright, fanfic creator. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I think I got it. As things advance... Oh, I said absolutely. Damn. Okay. As things take place, important phrases, you'll have to... Letters flying around. Oh, right. Oh, okay. So I gotta like spell out. All right, something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. The hair on the floor from the rolling pin. The hair. I need an A. I need an A.
Now I understand.
The hair.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Do you know what's going on, Hifumi? I feel like you don't.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yeah.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Well, I mean, there's more evidence. We just gotta go through it.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but something happened to that door. But I wouldn't have had to do that to the door if it was me.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
They kicked, or they fucked with it to open the lock.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yep. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... the bathroom door.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No, because I know how to open it. I wouldn't have to do
But
that.
if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Yeah, there
You
is.
still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Well, it's to clear your suspicion, yes. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debate. It's fine, I got it. Make your argument.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Nope. Huh? What's wrong if you keep... Oh. My bad. Alright, my bad.
The killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Is that it?
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, we'll stab her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it.
Dude.
We already know the answer.
No, you don't.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Shoot!
Damn it.
No, that's wrong.
It wasn't locked. She just shut it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Mine was a little stuck.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because that's how it seems to be.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene was... Oh, they didn't know that yeah, because they didn't know the crime took place in my room. They thought it was her room because of the nameplate swap.
It was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
How do you know it's a he? It is. I'm just
And
teasing.
yep, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Yep.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
You sound disappointed.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Correct.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah! Toko, been on my case this whole time. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
You can't do that, bud.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
We die.
Why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, we don't even have we just cleared that it wasn't me. Why would we vote when we don't even have a clue yet who it could be?
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
No.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
What?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Yeah, jeez.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
She brings up a good point.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No, because the key was in the room.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Correct.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
He's actually right.
No, that can't be it either.
Yes, it is.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
It's not quite that way, but I mean, because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... The replica sword? No.
Shoot.
Hang on, I'm trying to think. This line of questioning is confusing me.
I got it.
I guess that's it. Okay.
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
That's what she wanted you to believe, though. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching rooms?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Whoa. There's something I want to talk to you about. It's us, there's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get to the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
That would have been useful to know way earlier.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Well,
When you write, it can
there's a
leave
reason.
an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Yes.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
I tease her, but she does talk like
It's
me.
a pretty old-fashioned technique.
I was like, dude!
Even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Mm-hmm.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
And she also signed Sayaka, so...
Either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
The killer.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Quit being weird.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Right, yeah, bullshit.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
I mean, you're already talking.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet.
That was easy. My bad. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I'm just...
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
I'm
correct?
impatient.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
The nameplates. They were switched.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Correct.
Yes, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And
Yep.
the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Interesting you ask that. The only person that could have done it was Sayaka.
I got it!
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the room wrong, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
So she could kill and blame it on Makoto.
To understand that, We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
No, not first.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Yeah, but we don't know who it is
But
yet.
we still don't know who it is, you idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because the gold flakes.
Shoot!
What? Did I not read it right? Hold on. Oh, sorry. It's the gold stuff.
I got it!
Yeah, it was the stuff on her wrist.
Take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Mm?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
they hit her with it.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Good job! Good job, Taka. Oh, he's paying attention.
So the truth draws ever closer.
This is true.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What? We're doing it right now. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. I got it. It's fine. I say that, but I've been fucking up a lot.
When the fighting broke out,
Whoops, hold on. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have done that one. Oh, the sheath, the sheath.
Grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
Hold on. It was the sheath. I was having a moment. Sorry. I forgot there's scratches on the sheath.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
No, it started with the knife.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Taking slices. He was protecting himself from her.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yes.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Nope.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Oh, I just suddenly realized why they would have needed to use that lint roller. I thought it was to cover up their hair, but there's two benefits. The gold flakes would get everywhere on the floor. So he had to like clean the gold flakes off the floor too. I just thought of that.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No.
And after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Nope.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have touched it? Her palms.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Yes.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
We just went over this.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No. Nobody gives a fuck about that right now.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens. She can't use the water at night. The water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower today.
It's been 3 days. Girl, what do you mean?
No different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yes.
Hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one with the damaged sheath that would have been, had to been the one that, without the sword, the killer. The killer had the kitchen knife after. No, my bad. I read it wrong. I read it wrong. I read it wrong. Sorry, I read it wrong. It was Sayaka. My bad.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yes.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Yes.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She
What?
took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yes.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yep.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
And then switch the nameplates back.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait,
Well,
then
damn.
You're saying she had this all planned out?
Yeah.
Holy sh!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
It is.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Still don't know that part yet.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committing to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yeah, there is. The incinerator? That,
Easy just
yeah.
to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Yep.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Dying, not dining.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her.
Dining. Her dining message.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
I'm ashamed because I didn't even figure this out when I was younger. I'm gonna do one thing for you guys. If you still don't know right now, that's all I'm telling you.
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes! Who the f else could have done it? It was her index finger. She literally just did this.
Finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Yes.
See, she broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
It's
not numbers.
Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
I
You should know
asked.
all about numbers and shit.
She doesn't know.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Turn it! Turn it! Makoto. Oh my f***ing god. Turn it upside down!
Image 180 degrees.
Thank you. I was gonna lose my shit. Yes! Rotate it.
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Yep.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yeah, because she wrote it.
Whose name did she write?
Leon! Yes!
Here's my answer.
Leon!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Yep.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Leon.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah, and also a new animation for you.
It's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm
No.
the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yep.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No, we got more evidence.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
No.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something we need to pay attention to in order to find out who's responsible. How?
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need a key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
But you didn't need
so
that.
the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's only another way. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And this proves exactly how Leon is the killer. Yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Nope.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Would that be it? Yeah.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But
Correct.
if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
Like a baseball. If you throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Which only Leon would have been able to do.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was a work of a fairy?
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Leon could.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
You could do it.
Absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't be much of a challenge at all for the killer because he is the ultimate baseball player.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Any idea how stupid you sound right now?
No? I think if 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Yep.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Actually, yeah. Because I don't remember anything. Closing argument, complete summary of the case, comic book, pieces. Okay. The A button. You'll get a hint. Okay. Simple.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
What? Oh, whoops.
Here's exactly what happened.
I saw that, but whatever, it's fine. What? Okay. That would go there. And then that would go there.
The killer is you! But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
I just realized something. He could have stopped. Right there. When she got into the bathroom. He could have stopped. He could have left and went back to his room. And then, like, told everybody the next day and be like, yo, this was self-defense.
To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Where have you been? Have you not been present this whole time?
It's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
It's not, though. We literally just...
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Bullet time battle. Alright, sure, just to give me a brief. Ah, right, this thing. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply not want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll have to engage in the head-on-head battle. AKA BTB, by the way. Stupid, 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 it wasn't me. Destroy your opponent's statement and time with the rhythm. Match your button and then press the tempo marker. A, okay. Whoa. Startle me. Destroy the statement. Press Y. Okay. Deal the damage if your opponent can't pull away or you'll be in pain. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. Alright, I got it. La, 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 la. Just let me play. Let me play. I get it. I get it. Watch, I'm gonna miss something because I'm just so impatient.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I need to figure that out. The screw! He just said that. Here we go.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Huh? What the fuck? Nobody believes me. Okay. Hang on. Alright, yes. I'm glad Makoto can just say, I'm not gonna give up! And then Monokuma just goes, okay! I got it.
When the killer removed instead,
I refuse to ignore. Stupid, stupid.
Okay. Is it A or do I just press different buttons?
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I had to focus so hard during that. Oh my god.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
So he ran out to go get the toolkit.
Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
His.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
it should be open.
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
and let me say this right now, I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really got a defense, Leon. Not a strong enough one.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
You want to explain yourself? Yeah, look, man, I am just very impatient, so I try to just get the results immediately. Ooh, nice. We didn't do too bad, though.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the
dreadfully wrong one?
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Whew. Oh, Leon. Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money! The blackened in this case is the one that killed Sayaka. Was none other than Leon Kawada!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
I don't believe it!
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's why...
I killed her first.
You are any different?
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
Unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become so clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if we came up that this was really the truth, then that truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and that video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine.
Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Yeah, she said that right before the footage, and like her worst fear came true.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. I just realized something. I cut it out because I was trying to find the... I can't remember where, but it was me and Sayaka. We were walking around together, and I talked to Leon at some point, and he had said he wanted to be a star, like a pop star, like her. Like singing and all that stuff. He said, I want to be in a band. I mean, look at the getup. You know, he that's what he had expressed. That was his real dream. He came to Hope Speak Academy with the thought of changing his destiny, kind of like wanting to do something he would actually want to do instead of like what he's good at doing. And she commented on it, and she was like, "Dreams?" with a question mark. And I think that's why she chose him specifically, because he had the same dreams that she did. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a reach, but that's just what I think initially. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that's the reason she targeted Leon.
I mean it. Even if some things aren't...
what?
I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was manipulating you, man. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Yeah. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do, because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone because of those relationships.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. She wasn't forced. She chose to. Monokuma doesn't force anybody's hand. He prompts you and tempts you to do it, but he doesn't make you do it. It's all your fault. It's not. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Don't get yourself killed, man. Thank you. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I was sure that it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoiding punishment, you did.
Indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawato will receive his punishment!
Punishment?
Yep.
You mean execution?
Yes.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
You almost sound like you are convincing yourself right now. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Okay.
How exactly was it self-defense?
When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own toolkit?
Yeah, this is the point that I made.
After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? Were you closer to her than Oh, are you sure? Were you closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Swah? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. Makoto. Oh, man. It's really weird reacting to this, like, years later, right? Because I don't think Monokuma is good. Let's just be clear on that. I don't think he's good. He prompts evil, but he doesn't... I'm gonna sound a little spiritual here when I say this. Monokuma reminds me of the devil. If this is a hot take and you don't want to hear this, you can skip, that's fine. I think of him as the devil. He tempts you. He doesn't make you do anything. He will put a lot of things in front of you to make you feel justified for doing what you think is right, even if you know morally it's wrong. If you know that you could choose a better option than killing, he gives you that choice. He doesn't force your hand into any of it. At least not yet. Monokuma gets actually a little whacked out later on, but right now, he's been completely fair. Leon absolutely had the choice to stop. As soon as Sayaka got into her room and locked herself, or in the bathroom, he could have just went back to his room and could pretend that he was never even in there. They probably both would have been tight-lipped about it. I don't know. But Leon realized if he left her alive, she would tell everyone that he tried to attack her. So Leon prompted, he decided to go ahead and go through with it, even though he didn't have to. That's the unfortunate part of Monokuma. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
Begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging! No more excuses! You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it!
Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Woo! Okay. Get it, voice actor. Bills needed to be paid. I'm not happy about it because I actually did like Leon. Oh man, this takes me back, this animation. This is brutal, man. This is so brutal. Fuck. Be 1,000 blows. Oh, God. Whew, shit. Dude, just being hit with one baseball fucking sucks. 1,000? That's brutal. That's just fucking brutal. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
Oh.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. He's got it.
Damn you!
Man, you, why the f are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Wow. With some shit that just came out recently. This hits a little home. Or, in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying don't quite fit together. Shit. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh?
But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? Technically, in their reality, he's so spot on. He's not lying. What's going on the outside, you're better off in here. What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some time for the fun later. There we go. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned to reality. That's what I'm expecting. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought had never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? Yeah, that's true. She didn't have to tell who killed her. She could have just left it up for us to figure out, but she made it painfully clear by writing his name on the wall. Yeah, exactly. The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. That's kind of what I think it is. Half and half. Well, no, because if that were the case, she would have just kept fighting him, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell what a dying person's thoughts are when you can't talk to them. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. She hesitated, her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon? Sayaka? I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? I don't know. We're in a class trial where we just proved that Sayaka betrayed me, and then Leon killed her, and then you were talking about how you wanted me to solve this case on my own. I don't know. There's a lot of details leading up to this. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Wow. Voice crack. Intentional. Oh, wow. Oh, and then they're blacked out because they're gone. Very, very interesting. A despair bat. It. All right. This is going to be kind of a long episode because I just literally have to kill time. So, strap in. We're going to play some more. Oh, wow. Okay. Just straight back in here, huh? Nighttime. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence just disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at rotting corpses every day. That can't be good for your health. Oh, Lord. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's f***ed up, man. Why would you say something like that? He's actually very empathetic for a biker gang leader, ironically. My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. The whole thing, it was like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, it would just hurt us. That would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death.
Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it.
So, everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned out to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then, what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No, what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? Or anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? This isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. It's a mix of both. The situation and...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit! Who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Here we go. With Byakuya in the background there, looking judgmental as shit. I woke... Ooh, hold on. Ow. Okay, my bad. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Of course, Taka's being the first to... Is Byakuya on the... Is he trying to, like... Is he about to, like, prop himself up and jump up on the... Sit on the stage?
Now reach way up and bend way down.
Doing yoga?
Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Why'd you have to point that part out? Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure you stay healthy. You're the one who keeps getting us stuck inside. Or keeping us. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, what did you call us here? Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. I keep forgetting, I literally have to like twist my head to get that pitch correct on her. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. What is he talking about? Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. Okay, that sounded a little Star Wars-y for a second. That sounds like some kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call? Oh, that's me. Oh my god. I thought this was Monokuma, my bad. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not. You think I have all the time, that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead. Whoa. 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 Holy crap. Hold on, my voice is cracking. Whoa. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the new brave post-trial before world till you explode. Sick, man. I still don't know how I did that. Oh god. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us more confused than when he'd show up. When he'd first showed up. But a new world? Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we have a look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back in the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. Now, let's get moving. Okay. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright. A new world. No clue what that could mean. Let's just leave, yeah. Not really else to look at in here. Oh! This is open. Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor has opened up. But it's also an utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case. Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes. Well, I'll leave the school to you. Okay, cool. Thanks, appreciate it. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened up. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Let's go look! This is the second floor of the school. The voice crack I did still like looping in my head. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. The girls' bathroom. Okay. What's that? The baby is sleeping? Please be quiet. What you doing?
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Okay. I don't see what's so different. I mean, it's just a classroom. Wait, no, not yet. Hold on. Not really anything to look at in here. Oh, nice. Alright, let's just go then. Okay, so that's a classroom. I thought I saw, like, a light flickering. Okay. Just a bunch of chairs lined up. Library, okay. Is Toko gonna be in here? Yep. Oh, a lot of people are in here. Alright. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books. It's true, but the content seems lacking.
You know nothing.
Right, I forgot what he was for a second. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, miss. His hmms were throwing me off. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile.
What the heck?
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to your garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up words. Someone should have just burned it all. Ooh, the lady doth protest so much, methinks. I had a brain fart just now. Let me read that again. Ooh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into a boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever.
I'm telling you.
It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. It just makes my stomach sick. Oh, just talking about it makes my stomach sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me. You've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Alright, Byakuya, what do you think about all this shit? But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Talking.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Did he say stop talking to himself? I know he didn't, but I was just kind of like... Shelf is packed with books. Nothing to look at. The whole thing is incredibly dusty. Even though it's prestigious. Okay. Oh, cool. Got another coin. Whoa. Okay. Got another coin. Sick. What's that? No, not him. This. The desk. There seems to be a thick layer of dust on the top of the desk. It's been neglected for a long time. Whoever's in charge has been pretty lazy with the upkeep. Coin. Sick. What is that? No, not Hifumi.
Damnation.
Wait, what? They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in the library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn up by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it. Not at all. I do get it. With a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing.
Now, hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than a rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius.
Yo.
That was an awful sentence to say out loud. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think I'm weak? You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? These two really worry me. I meant to look at the note. Yes, this thing. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper, and what I read that was written there was, from the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth and will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with the full government support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not made easy, but a serious issue beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure has been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem that Hope's Peak has stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have been opened recently. And if I had to guess, I'd say the letter could at least be a year old. So, you're saying Hope's Peak's been closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. Yeah. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in the newspaper and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school and I never saw anything about this.
In other words,
that must have all been part of the mastermind's plans. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real. If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason that there are no other students here could be because the school had already been closed down. That would be nice. Simple solution. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? The decision was not made easy to... the decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us right now?
Yeah.
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details. So, in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to go do much reading in. Alright, what about the desk? No, the desk! Oh, the laptop. It looks like a laptop. It's pretty old and it's covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, that means that there's nothing we could do about it. Alright, is there anything else we can look at in here? I don't think so. Nah, I think that's all we can look at. No. Oh, wait, yeah. It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. I guess we can go. Not much more to do in there. Alright. To be. Reality isn't everything. There's nothing really in here. I don't really know what else there is to look at. Yeah, that's where Sakura's at. Oh. The gate's blocking my way, so there's still another floor, which means not everything is opened up yet. The pool? Right.
Just a second.
Ah, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool!
You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet?
No. I don't like wearing swimsuits.
Yeah, you do seem like the type that might not be into that kind of thing.
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd like to get a little stronger.
You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah. But I'm not brave enough to step foot into the locker room.
Huh? You don't even want to go into the locker room?
It's not that I don't want to, it's just...
I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. No, there's a reason.
The second floor... Oh, the second floor has opened up. The living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have made it much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial might not be so bad.
You know what the cost of that is, though. Why is there a turret? Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here, but why would we even need something like that? I don't know. Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you'll need your... Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course.
Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room. And the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. Oh, hence the... Okay. Monokuma's against rapists? You know what? He's fair. He's at least fair. You walk in there and you try to assault anybody, boy or girl, you're getting shot down. Like the animal you are. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? It'll be all like, duka 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 duka.
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing.
It would more than hurt, it would kill you.
No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not?
What? That That never even occurred to me, to think someone would be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay. Then how's this sound?
Got it.
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. Now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Okay.
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because you teenagers are crazed. Oh my god. It's because you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemingly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch.
Then, in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
I hate you so much.
See ya later.
Okay, so with the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, wanna come with me?
For me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure the only one that applies to is you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea on what's going on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any exit or anything. All I can do now is hope that someone else has found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. I gotta leave this episode here. I gotta go with my friends. And I don't have any more time to record for today. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time I decide to upload. Bye.